Hello! Thank you for tuning in to the Love Reads. I'm going to try something a little new this time around. I'm going to try doing pick-a-reads for each sign in relation to love. I'm going to put out 3 stones. The first time around with that pile, I'm going to do the relationship. Then I'm going to do the single version for the same pile. I'm going to try to give a little bit more diversity. I feel like even though we may share the same sign as someone else, we have different variations about what's going on in our lives. So I want to give more options, more diversity, so that way you can find what pile most resonates with you. Let me know at the end, of course, if this worked or didn't work for you. It's going to be a little different than normal, but let's give it a shot. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in. For this part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the support of Oracle cards, Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Okay, let's go ahead and do the 3. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I want you over here. Alright. Now let's do the Oracle cards. Why do I want them from the bottom is a good question, because I don't know. But I do. I'll do a couple from the top. One more. One more and a 4 more type of way. Okay, anyway. So we got our 3 piles here. There's a lot of cards. This might take a minute. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So those are the 3 stones. This will be pile number 1. This will be pile number 2. This would be pile 3 or stone 3, whichever. I'm going to put them as stones in the description. So there's stone number 1. Let's see what we have. No, we're going to start here. Let me go through the whole thing, though, is what I'm getting. Okay. Now, do we have them all? On camera as much as I can get them. Okay. We're going to do relationship first, of course. Okay, got the wheel here. I actually like the wheel in this situation. I feel like that wheel might be actually, especially at not the right time. The wheel, though, I feel like that's working in your favor. I really do. Do I have to pull this down a little more? Okay. So for relationship, the wait. What are you waiting for? Do you have to wait? Delays, conflicts in time, conflicts in schedules. The wait is telling me that this is just not, it's just not able to happen right now. Whatever it is, it's just not able to. Conflicts in schedule, whatever you got going on, I feel like that's a no-brainer. I feel like if this is hitting, I mean, you chose it, hopefully it is. I don't feel like we need to beat that to death. But I'm noticing here you, with the Ace of Cups, you're very well aware of it. You're like, you know, some things have to happen. They're just what they are. Is what it is. And you got the 6 of Pentacles on the other side, I'm noticing, which is your partner trying to work it out. I almost feel like you're even kind of like giving them extra leeway. Like, they could be working a little harder to make things happen. They could, like, move things forward a little quicker. I actually feel like you're kind of lax about it. You're like, yeah, take your time. It's good. I understand. It's fine. You don't have to go crazy. Because I feel them receiving the generosity in this one. I actually feel them receiving it. But you know what? It only goes so far, and they know that. They seem to be well aware. Like, they know you well enough. Like, you know, don't overtake. Make sure, you know, you get on the point. You're being nice and graceful, but, you know, there's a point to this. If they overstay their welcome in that position, they're going to, you know, have repercussions for it. So I feel like they're enjoying it for the moment. They're moving forward ever so slowly, but I feel like they kick themselves in gear because they're like, you know what, I'm getting along with my partner. I'd like to continue to get along with my partner. So how about I move forward? So they're compromising, and they're coming forward to you with like almost like a plan. I almost feel like there's like literally something written down. Like, this is how I want to do it. This is how I want to handle it. I can have this, we can do this by this point, this by this point. They're coming forward to you with a plan about how to handle it. Because they're like, I don't want this generosity to end. And if I come forward to you, they're feeling if they come forward to you, this is the plan, I have to do this. They're just making sure you're okay with that. And they're also looking at it as long as you know what they're doing, everybody's happy. So they're doing that. That's the wheel turning in your favor. That's also the not the right now. That's what that, not right now, not the right time, whatever. Not the right now. That's coming forward to you. This is the wheel turning in your favor. You're very happy with this. I feel like you like the plan that your partner's pulling forward to you. You're like, as long as it stays on schedule, I think this is great. I think this is perfect. You're very happy with it. But the not the right time here is like you're very well aware that it's going to be a while before it comes into play. You see when it's going to start, though, so that's why you're okay with it. Like, it may be not the time right now for them to go forward with whatever they need to do, but you're seeing when they are going to. That's why you got the Emperor. That's why you're okay with this. As long as it works out, I'm happy. Yep, I'm on board. I am on board. Yes, I like the outcome. I like the timing. As long as you stay on this plan, and I feel like you're saying that. As long as you stay on this plan, we are good. You get the Strength card on the other side, I'm noticing, though. Because after they've made this plan, after they commit to this plan, then they got to hold to it. And they're very well aware of it. I feel like the time for slacking is over. They've set the plan in motion. I feel like they created the plan, quite frankly. I do feel like it's a little bit of stress on them, but they can do it. They might be actually doing a little bit more than they want to. There might be an in and out feeling here of like burning the candle at both ends. Like, not constantly, but every now and then, like maybe being a little bit worn thin. But just it fades in and out. They've devised this their own way. They have to stick to their own plan. I do feel like they're going to do that. And I feel like over the next few weeks, you're going to see that they are holding to their plan. The one thing I feel that is really just kind of like the kicker, you may see them start burning the candle at both ends or wearing themselves a little thin, but it's fading in and out. I don't feel like that's bad. I don't. I feel like the whole thing with this is just to let it be. To try not to comment on it. Because as long as they stated the plan, it's all good. When they're wearing themselves thin, the reason they're wearing themselves thin is because they're holding themselves to their own plan, and they're just kind of maybe, they're maybe, while they're holding to the plan with you, they maybe should have planned some other things too. they could balance it a little better, yeah, that's true. But them holding to the plan they agreed to with you, that's good. I feel like just not commenting on it and just kind of like letting it go, just keeping your eye on it without really commenting is a good idea here. Aquarians are very smart. If they want to talk, they talk. If they don't want to talk, it's been my opinion of Aquarians. My grandmother was one. If she didn't want to say something, she wasn't going to tell you it. That was just how it is. And I feel like that's a very strong strength with a lot of Aquarians. If they don't want to say something, well, they're not going to say it then. And so I feel like that's definitely in your realm of control. I don't feel like that's a problem. I just feel like you might be urged to possibly say something if you're like, oh, here we go, are we going off plan? Just keep your eye on it, make sure it stays on plan, but don't comment unless it really gets noticeably off schedule. That's what I would say, because you are going to get what you want, and over the next few weeks, it's going to take a few weeks for you to really see that proof, but it is going in your direction. Okay, now let's do Aquarius single. What do we have for the single Aquarian? Single Aquarians. My first thought, you already have feelings for someone. But I'm getting there in this land of like going through transition. Whatever they're doing here, they're working something out. You can't come towards, it's like there's a disconnect here. You can't go towards them. They're not going to come towards you when this starts, and you understand that. They're going through a transition. Whatever that transition is, they're going through it. What I'm getting here with the compromise and this coming forward is like, this is somebody you like, but you're not expecting miracles here. And you're very much realizing, like, even though they're not the right now, not the right time is over here, you're already feeling it over here too. Like, if it can, not right now. It's not going to happen right now. So I feel like you're on good terms with this person. Just good terms, period, whatever that means to you. They like the energy they get from you. They actually do have honest interest in you. What I feel them doing is when the compromise comes into play and the Wheel of Fortune comes in, I feel like they're creating a conversation with you, actually, to where they're showing they have interest and they'd like to see something come of this. They'd actually like to find out if this can go somewhere. And they're telling you, it's almost like they're giving you an update where they are in life and where things are going. And I feel you with the Emperor energy here, which don't get caught up in the gender of any of these cards. But what I feel is going on here is you're like talking it out with them and you're like, well, you know, if you think in a couple months or however that is that you might have a chance to hang out with me or maybe we could go do something, I'm up for that. Like even if we have to plan something a few months down the road, I'm okay with that. I could do that. This person has your interest though. This is why. You're already feeling this Ace of Cups for this person. You're already falling for this person and that's the why. So you're like, yeah, if you want to do that, it may be not the right time right now, but a few months down the road, I'm down for it. Yeah, I could do that. I feel like there's plans being made, but they're a few months out. I know this says within a few weeks, but we'll get to that in a second. I feel like there's plans made a few months out, and what I'm seeing here is that person who came forward to you, explaining how they felt, blah, 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 blah. I feel them kind of feeling the pressure, kind of realizing, like, I've kind of started something here. I've put enough of a buffer out here so it should be okay. But I feel them within the next few weeks, like, touching base with you and talking with you more. I feel like they're kind of getting excited about these plans. These plans feel like they're a few months out to me. But within the next few weeks, they start talking. They start talking more. I feel like they're communicating with you more. It's almost like a... I don't know, how do you put this? Like they're starting to, it's almost like they're not dating you, but they're starting to date you. I don't know how to explain this. It's like they're talking, they're communicating, they're building that bond with you because they're getting kind of excited about what's coming out a few months later. I feel them getting excited and they're starting to communicate with you more. This is where that might actually start jumping the gun, or it might be in a weird spot where it might cross a line when you may not be okay with that. Just be aware of it. That's all I'm saying. Depending on what you're doing here, you have to, because they're going through transition, and you know they're going through transition. So whatever this depends on what that transition is. I think I got it all. Is there anything else here? All right, that's where it's heading. I feel like just you knowing it's happening, and in fact, a lot of you are going to probably hit this reading and be like, yeah, I know who I like, but I don't see anything happening. It's about to happen is what I'm getting. Just to see what's coming after, just gives you a heads up to it. I feel like, because you just need the heads up and you're fine. That's all I get. All right. So that's what we got for singles for that one. What do we have for the next stone? What is the next stone here? Here's the next stone. If you want to see that stone, isn't that fun? Okay. That's... It's actually going to be here. That's going to be there. This is actually going to be like that. These two cards are going to be weird. I feel like they're outside the situation on your side. So we'll find out what that is in a minute. Upside down. Yeah. Oh. Well, I feel like this is going to start rough and go well. These are outside of the situation on your side. We're going to do relationship first. On your side, these are upside down too, by the way. You got the Queen of Wands with the Eight of Swords outside the situation. On your side, this is affecting your relationship. You're breaking free of a negative energy is what I'm getting. The Eight of Swords reversed is releasing yourself from a perceived prison. The Queen of Wands, when she's reversed, she's really not nice. She's very actively a pain in the ass. So, I feel you releasing yourself from a toxic person. This is outside of your relationship. I feel that's on your side. You're releasing yourself from a toxic person. However that's going. when that happens, I feel like this is good that these are upside down too, because I almost feel like this is matching. It's changing things between your partner and you. I feel like blocks that are currently there or were currently there, as in the recent past, are being lifted. Blocks that seem to be causing problems in the near future, that seems to be also negated out. By releasing yourself from this negative, toxic energy here, I feel like you're changing your relationship too, because it makes your life better. It relieves a lot of stress on you. Your partner, see, the change in the new direction is actually, it's touching the actual action line in the relationship, but I'm noticing it really hitting your partner. Your partner's noticing this change right off the bat. They're seeing things go better. They're feeling a lot better about the relationship with you. They think this is perfect. I'm getting like, this is really making a positive change. Whoever you're releasing yourself from, it's upside down actually, if I put it in there correctly. That is making a very, very positive impact on your relationship. I'm getting romance. There's something better. The Knight of Cups. All of this is like you opening your eyes, realizing that not only getting away from that toxic energy was a good thing, but it's giving you some other better options going forward. Whatever that toxic energy, what you got away from, I feel like that's maybe the biggest part of this. Make sure you continue to stay away from that toxic energy. Keep that toxic energy out of your life. Because I'm getting your partner with the Ace of Swords, there's more they want to come. This is something better. They're going to try to lock this in. They're going to try to pull you closer. They are there for you as a support. If they don't know what's going on with this toxic energy, you have to use, your own judgment. But make sure that they realize that you need to stay away from that. They will help you. They will defend you. They will help you stay away from that toxic energy. Because it's even going to be better going forward. I feel like it's all about you releasing yourself from this toxic person, which don't get caught up in the gender. That can be male or female, especially in a general read. Toxic energy you've released yourself from, paying off big time. Really, really good idea. Really good. And it's just going to keep getting better. I know that's short and sweet, but that's what I'm getting from it. Now, if we're going to do this for singles, which we are, I don't know why I say if all the time. Again, I feel like this is a change of heart. I feel like this is a change of heart. I feel like for the single people, you might be healing yourself or releasing yourself from past thoughts. I feel like this is more your energy. Oddly enough, for single people, you're releasing yourself from negative thoughts, negative patterns, believing this, believing that. You're healing your own patterns is what I'm getting. And these patterns were blocking you from love is what I'm getting also. These patterns were creating your future. These patterns were stopping you from finding what you want. You're releasing yourself from these patterns. One way or another, I'll even give it to you. It could be a person in some respect, but I feel like it's personally. You're releasing yourself from negative emotional patterns that were blocking you from love and was creating a very bleak future for you. You've released yourself from that. Now, there's more because of that, the environment is changing around you. There's good things around you. You're pulling more positive people in around you. You want love. You're open to love. You're ready for love. This is changing. This is changing the game for you. I'm getting kind of excited. There's an excited energy here, but I just want to make sure I articulate this the best I can. Your attitude is changing your circumstances. Like your positive energy is attracting other people towards you. It's attracting that towards you. It's a great thing. Like you've chosen this new direction, and now other people are coming towards you. The other people are choosing to come towards you. Other people are seeing you as a yes now. And I'm getting you're excited about this. You're seeing these possibilities. There's something better. I feel there's something better reinforcing you making this better change. Reinforcing you removing these negative patterns. And I feel like when somebody comes forward to you, I feel like your first instance is like, I don't know if this is a good idea. The something better is saying, but you know what? I want to. I'm going to go for it. Because you don't know if you don't try. it's something better. Because I feel like there might be still a little bit of nervousness with love for whatever reason. You want this to happen, though. The Knight of Cups is saying you want this romance. You want this to happen. And I feel like your thought is, like, even though you're a little nervous, you're like, you know what? If I don't get out there and at least try... I've said this to somebody recently. I don't remember why, but I did. If you don't try, you're guaranteed to fail. If you do try, you're going to get a partial success at least, because by trying, you open yourself to possibility. By trying, you can try again. Even if you don't succeed the first time, you can try again. And sooner or later, you will succeed in what you want. It's just when you don't try, it's a definite fail. And I feel like you get that. You're just like, if I don't try, I'm definitely failing. I want to try. I'm going to give it a shot, and you're going for it. You're releasing yourself from these negative behaviors, negative feelings, and you're going for it. And I think it's a great thing. I feel like if you pick this one, I feel like they're saying, yes, you're going in a great direction. Yes, keep going that way. We're going to put somebody in front of you. Go for it. Just try. All you gotta do is try. You can have healthy boundaries. Great. Healthy boundaries. We are very, very much supportive of that. But you got to try. You got to try. Even if somebody turns out to not be your cup of tea, it's still going to serve you to at least try and then know all right, that didn't work. What do I want? And it might even actually reinforce how strong you actually are. I don't know who this is going to hit for. I know it's a general read, but one of you, well, probably more than one of you, you're going to go towards somebody, and this person is actually toxic. Why they're saying go for this is because you're going to realize how much you've grown, how much you recognize that right off the bat, and you're going to walk away from it, and you're to take the empowerment from that. Take the empowerment from that. Because people like this can't hold you down anymore. You're stronger than that. You've evolved. When you see it, you're going to walk away. Take that with you. Realize you're strong enough. You're not going to repeat it because you're not going to put up with that BS again. Nope. And you're going to walk away. That's your gift. And don't stop trying. Keep trying after that. Because they might be trying to prove to you you're not going to repeat a pattern that was really painful for you because you learned the lesson. And when you start seeing those red flags, you're going to be like, hey, I'm out. We're not even going there. Keep trying after that because they're pulling people in front of you to help give you confidence to help you find the right one. Are we good? All right. Woo. That was a strong one. Is there anything else with this one? That was the single, right? Did I do both sides? Yes, I did. Okay, we got one more. I actually like, especially for upside down cards, I liked how that actually turned out. That actually turned out pretty good. All right, here's the third stone. And we can put you down there. I feel like there's a lot happening down in the end area. I almost feel like we're going to have this big... This is going to drag through. Okay. Okay. We're going to read for relationship first. I'm going right to the ending because, you know, I'm a jerk. Alright. This is relationship for Aquarius. We're going to do the relationship first, single second, of course. Can you see these? I think you can. Alright. Likely right there. And we got the Three of Pentacles. Alright, so for relationship. I know your partner's coming towards you, but I feel like whatever it is they're coming towards you with, it's already, like, unlikely is saying whatever it is, it's not likely to work out. This isn't likely to take off, whatever it is. And you'll notice there's a big gap right here. Whatever it is they're coming towards you, the thing is, even though it's unlikely, I don't know how much you're aware of this when this comes in, but I do see, like, you're going to try. Whether you know it or not, that it's not really, doesn't really have the greatest chance of really taking flight. I feel like you're trying to be supportive. Honestly, I feel like you're trying to be supportive, and you're like, you know what, even if it doesn't work out, I got to be there for them. And I feel like that's the energy you have here. They come forward with you. It doesn't really look likely that this is going to help the situation. You put in the effort. They seem to overcome the situation to an extent. I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles. It's like, I feel I feel like they kind of got what they wanted out of the situation, but I don't feel it helped the relationship, if that makes sense. Whatever it is they wanted, you worked with them, you supported them. They seem to overcome whatever the obstacle is. I feel them kind of banking that feeling, whatever that is. I just don't feel it helping the relationship. It's not really improving anything between the two of you. That's what I'm getting. So whatever there was, like if that was the goal, I just don't feel like anything has improved here. Okay. The next spot over here, I feel like other people are involved here. I feel like other people, they seem to be more, when I'm feeling this come down like this, people seem to be on your side. So, for whatever that means, I don't really usually do the pick the side type situation, but I feel like people are on your side. Whatever happened, people seem to be backing you. People seem to be supportive of you. Because of this and you doing what you needed to do, I feel like people are backing you and supporting you and standing behind you. Because of that, whatever your partner was banking here emotionally that doesn't seem to have helped out the relationship, I see them reconsidering that due to the social pressure. And I feel like this is a good thing. Your partner seems to be becoming more supportive of you due to the social pressure. They're reconsidering, like, maybe I should be a little bit more attentive is what I'm getting. Take it with a grain of salt. I know, general read. The thing is, when they're starting to reconsider, I'm actually getting this kind of bugs you. Because I feel like they're doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. And I'm getting this Six of Swords with you. You don't like it. I don't feel you liking it at all. But I just feel you walking away from the situation. Not in the sense of like walking away from them. But like, I just feel like, it's almost like you're fed up with it and you're just kind of like, what's honestly coming through to me is like, yeah, you're finally going to do something because other people are upset with you. Like, you can't do it because you care about me. That's what I'm feeling. And I know that's harsh. It's like, I don't know, when I'm connecting to this feeling, I'm offended, and I'm just like, why does it have to be other people convincing you to give a crap about this situation? Why can't you just give a crap about the situation for what it is? It's a general read. Take it with a grain of salt. It does feel very pointed. I feel very offended by the whole situation. Like, I'm getting that offended feeling. Like, I don't know if I'd be able. I feel like you're going to handle it well. Let's put it that way. I feel like you're probably going to handle it better than I would. Because I'm getting offended. I feel really offended by the whole situation. I'm like, really? Somebody else convinced you to actually? All right. What are you supposed to do with this is my question. I feel like you need to see this for what it really is. I feel like you maybe need to look a little closer at your partner. What decisions are they making and why? And I feel like that's going to color where you go next. Because this situation, I feel like if you pick this, I feel like it's a rocky situation. I really do. And I feel like it's painful. And I just feel like you have to start really... Aquarians are great for figuring out what people really think rather than what they say. They may say one thing, but Aquarians are really good at saying or looking at a situation like, I hear what you're saying, but I know what you mean. And I feel like an Aquarian would get what I mean by that. Like, you could say, this, and that, but I know what you really mean is this other whole different thing. I'm not going to go down that, because I feel like if it clicks, it clicks it. I feel like an Aquarian would really get that, what I'm saying. You may say one thing, but you mean another. That's, I feel like you know. And I feel like going forward, you're going to be really looking closely and be like, are you doing things because you care about me, or are you doing things because this is what other people expect of you? And I feel like it's going to color where you go next. I get that. All right, let's do the single version of this one here. Somebody's coming towards you. Somebody has interest in you. It's the Knight of Swords. They seem to be winning you over enough to where you're giving them enough of your time to where they feel like they're getting what they want. I actually feel you even working with this person. It's weird because the unlikely between the two of you, they don't expect to really win you over, but they're going to try anyway. You don't expect this to really go very far, but you're giving it the effort. You're like, you know what, why not? They do seem to get what they want. to a point, whatever you find acceptable. And then I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles. It's like I feel like they're thinking about it but not acting on it. Because again, we got this break here. They seem to not think they're going to get very far with you anyway. And they start making headway in the situation. They start kind of getting your attention. But then they kind of pull back and they just kind of like reminisce on how far they've gotten. They don't really push it any farther. The thing is, when I see for a single, like you're still single clearly, other people think that you should give this person another shot or should maybe, I feel like people are trying to tell you to move forward towards them. I feel like you're saying I'm not going to do that. I don't feel like you want to. You've decided you're not going to do that. You were exiting the situation. People are trying to get you to reconsider. I feel you exiting the situation. This person still has feelings for you. But I feel them just staying on the side. I don't feel them coming towards you. I feel like that's a good thing. I don't feel like this is going to match. Because they seem to go off on their own, off to themselves. I don't think either person's a bad person. I just feel like the way you each live your lives, if this is really hitting the way it feels like it is to me, the way you each live your lives, I don't think this is a personality match. I just feel like the way they live, the way you live, is just not matching. Nobody's a bad person. It's just you each would have better luck with other people, is what I'm getting. I feel like other people are trying to get you to reconsider it, but I don't think you're gonna. And they're saying let it just go on its own. Let it just kind of dissipate on its own. I feel like that's best. Because this is just not matching. I just don't feel it's matching like that. Done? Alright, I'm going to let that be there. Alright, well thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.